So why in the world would someone who built their own brokerage, led a team of agents, and closed over 110 million in real estate decide to join eXp Realty? It's the question I've been getting nonstop since I made the move. And today, I'm going to give you the real answer. Not hype, not a sales pitch, just the honest story of why this decision made so much sense for me, my family, and our brokerage, and why it might matter to you too. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kevin Salley. I've been in real estate for over a decade. I've run my own brokerage, managed teams, even built community events like coffee and cars and local charity tournaments. Before real estate, I served as a U.S. Marine and later supported diplomatic and intelligence missions overseas. Service and leadership have always been at the core of who I am. And I've carried those same values in real estate. But here's the truth. Even with all that experience, there came a point where I felt stuck. I was working harder than ever, but not necessarily building the future I wanted. Owning a brokerage sounds great on paper. Freedom, independence, building your brand. But behind the scenes, it's a lot of overhead, liability, compliance, recruiting, and putting out fires. I remember sitting up late at night, spreadsheets open everywhere, my phone's going crazy, talking to agents. They've got a lot of questions, which is great. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm spending more time running this machine than actually selling homes or even building relationships. And that's when I realized I need to take a good hard look at our model. So I sat down and asked myself 3 hard questions. Am I creating real wealth? Or is this just another job for myself? Do I have systems in place to scale without adding more stress? Is this business model giving me more freedom or less freedom? And my answers weren't what I wanted to hear. That's when I thought back to my first conversation back in 2017. And I remembered eXp. And I thought, maybe I should give them a look again. I remembered all the reasons why they stood out. No brick and mortar overhead. Imagine cutting your lease, utilities, and the constant maintenance headaches. eXp removes that weight. Tech and tools are already built in. I used to pay thousands for CRMs and platforms. Now, everything is included. They provide revenue and stock options. For the first time ever, I could see a path where selling homes wasn't the only income stream. I was actually building a business, a real business with wealth, like long-term wealth, not just selling transactionally wealth. Being part of a brokerage where I didn't feel like I was stuck on an island by myself. With eXp, I collaborate with agents all across the country, even internationally. It's not just a local brokerage, it's a global network. And the amazing part is, it's a global network of people who are truly willing to collaborate with you, even people in your own market. Because when you win, they win, because we all have ownership in the company. It's amazing. Training and mentorship. I love that I can just plug into masterminds with top producers across the nation. You're never operating in a bubble, ever. Some people think eXp is just some virtual brokerage, but that's not the reality at all. I've built more relationships inside of eXp in months than I did in years in the traditional model. The culture here is about collaboration, not competition. And that's what matters to me, because I've always believed in community. And there's one thing I know from all my experience: teams are stronger than individuals. That's why I created events like coffee and cars, charity golf tournaments, because in this business, it's better when people come together. And eXp matches that philosophy. This wasn't just a decision about me. It was about how I can serve my clients better and how I can serve our agents better. With eXp's tech, marketing reach, and support, I can provide a smoother, smarter experience. This gives sellers better exposure or helping buyers get plugged into national trends. I'm able to deliver at a higher level. If you're a new agent, you're stepping into a system that's already built for success. If you're experienced, like us, you can scale without carrying the weight of overhead and payroll. And if you're like me, someone who values leadership, mentorship, and building something that lasts, this model gives you the runway to do exactly that. At the end of the day, I joined eXp not because I had to, by any means, but because I wanted to build a future that aligned with my values: freedom, service, and growth. And if any of this resonates with you, whether you're a client, a fellow agent, or someone just curious about how this model works, reach out. Let's talk. Because this decision has already changed the way I see my business. And I believe it could do the same thing for you. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found this helpful. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss any of my weekly tips on growing your real estate business and building long-term wealth as an agent. I've got more videos coming that dive deeper into strategies you can start using right away. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.